Man, I don't know if you heard or you even cared, but look, man, Travis Kelsey just bought a huge home for him and Taylor Swift. I mean, he just bought a really nice mansion. Says he need a little bit of privacy to, I can't say it because it's YouTube, but he's got 16,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a miniature golf course, a pool with the waterfall, a tennis court, pickleball court. I guess that's what you play pickleball on. And man, that's wonderful for him. But if you're like the average American, you probably can't do anything just like that, at least right now. And listen, we're not gonna be haters on this channel. We don't do any hate on this channel. That's really great for Travis Kelsey, but for the average American, the housing market is so unaffordable that buyers need to make $115,000 to just be able to afford the average home, according to Redfin, and that's $40,000 more than what the average American makes. But of course, don't worry, I'm a Falcons fan. No, obviously I am, but I'm saying, don't worry, I've got 3 things that you can do right now if you can't afford a home. And those 3 things that you can do will make it easier while you wait to buy your next home. Or to be honest, some of those 3 things are so great that you probably won't even care about buying a home in the future either, because you'll be making so much more money and just have your mobility, and you really won't even care about buying a home. So of course, like always, be sure to like this video, hit the likes button right now. I'm one of the few people on YouTube that talks about real estate, but also gives you real solutions on what you can do no matter what you're facing. So hit the likes button. That's something that you can do for me. That's free. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that I'm doing a good job of serving you and providing good solutions. And of course, if you enjoy this content, please share it and subscribe to the channel, because I'm always dropping gems. I'm always dropping gems all the time on what you can do about your next real estate move, or in this case, what you can do while you're waiting on the sidelines, like the Falcons might be in the playoffs this year, but I hope we're not. So the first thing that you can do if you can't buy real estate right now, or you can't buy a home right now, is I want you to really sit back and try to figure out why that is the case. And not only just figure out why that is the case, but I want you to work on fixing it right now. There's only a few reasons why you can't buy a house right now, if you can't. I mean, obviously the top reason is money. Like, housing has gotten out of whack over the last couple of years. Most people, well, I'm not even gonna say most people, nearly everyone's wages have not kept up with the rate of appreciation for homes. So money is probably the #1 reason why you can't afford a house right now if you're sitting on the sidelines. But of course, you're here for solutions. So I got a couple of things that you can do. #1, you can always learn how to budget. One thing about myself that I've learned over the last couple of years while my real estate business has been slow, I've actually learned to think about, what am I really spending my money on? Because in 2020 and 2019 and all those years before, real estate was going great for me. However, I didn't really spend a lot of time budgeting and saving. And so over the last couple of years, I've had to learn how to live below my means to be able to make it through the storm. And if you are not able to buy a house right now, one of the top things that I have for you to do is to learn how to budget. There are plenty of apps out there that are available. You can even learn how to budget and put all of your expenses into Excel. But whatever you have to do, learn where your money's going, because it's not always about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. And of course, along with that, you can always start a side hustle. And I'm gonna include the link in the description to this article. But here are like 25 different side hustles that you can try. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but of course, you could do what I'm doing, monetize a YouTube channel. But of course, if you don't hit the like button, it's not really helping me get there. So hit the like button so you can help me with my side hustle. But you can also sell digital products. You can become an online tutor, or in real life, start a podcast, design t-shirts. If you start designing t-shirts, please be sure to send me one, because a brother is running out of shirts. I'm making all these videos and I need some more shirts. So if you're a t-shirt designer, or if you're an aspiring t-shirt designer, please send me a shirt. You can get my address from in the about section. Send me a shirt, I'll wear it. Hey, we can win together, right? There are so many things that you can do as a side hustle in America right now that can help you boost up your income and boost up your money while you're sitting on the sidelines waiting to get your next house. Or if you're not interested in actually getting a side hustle, which I can understand, certain people don't have things that they really want to do on the side. Maybe you don't have the time. You can learn how to invest. My course is just $99 and you can learn how to invest in stocks, bonds, crypto, anything that can be invested in, even Forex. I'll teach you how to do that as well too in the course, and you can make your money multiply. I want you to think about your money as like an army. So every dollar is a soldier, and wherever you put that soldier, you want them to go to war. You don't want them sitting at the barracks just chilling, right? Sitting in your bank account just doing nothing for you. You want them to go and capture other dollars for you. So if you can't buy a home right now, one thing that you can do while you're waiting on the sidelines is learn how to invest. And I can teach you that. And then there's the other side of it. Maybe you don't want to do either. You don't want to start a side hustle. You don't want to invest. And you're like my wife and you just want to work, which is totally fine. But there are plenty of jobs out there that are actually paying over $100,000 that don't really require an advanced degree. Maybe you should go learn something new, like become a commercial pilot. It only takes 1 year of training, and the median pay is $99,000. You can be a web developer, a computer programmer, special effects animator, a detective, or a criminal investigator. I didn't even know they made that much to be a criminal investigator. Editor, sales representative. Don't be a sales representative. And a real estate agent. I don't know about that. Computer network specialist. And if you already have 2 to 4 years of college, there's other things as well that you can do, like computer and information systems manager. Median pay for that is $159,000, which will definitely get you where you need to be if you need to buy a home and if you don't have one right now. So invest in yourself, right? If you don't want to invest in the stock market, crypto market, bond market, whatever market, invest in yourself. Either go back to school or take some professional training that can actually get you a job that's going to help you make more money. But still, don't forget about budgeting. The second thing that you can do, and before I even really cover that, I just really want to let you know that the benefit of actually being a homeowner, aside from the tax benefits, but, I'm on the Donald Trump tax plan, so I don't need to really talk about tax benefits like that online. But seriously, one of the benefits of owning a home really is generating wealth for the future. If you think about it, owning a home is really just like a forced savings account. You take a portion of your money, you pay your mortgage every month, it builds equity for you, and your home appreciates. That's literally no different than a forced savings account. And if you don't own a home right now, one thing that you can do to still participate in the appreciation of real estate is investing in real estate investment trusts. Because if you're investing in a real estate investment trust and your money is growing year after year or month over month, do you really care about not having a home? Especially if you already live somewhere that's safe, or you're renting somewhere or staying with family, but your money's still growing? I don't know. It depends on the person. But if you want to participate in what's going on with real estate over the long term and you can't buy a house right now, investing in a real estate investment trust is a viable option. Of course, you need to understand how to trade. So get the course first and then get into a real estate investment trust. And just to help you get started in understanding real estate investment trust, here are 3 that are recommended by the Motley Fool, not by me. So don't get mad if it doesn't work out for you. But the 3 that they recommend, in terms of getting started at least, are Camden Property Trust, which invests in Class A and B apartments. Also, Mid-America Apartment Communities, same thing, Class A and B apartments. And UMH Properties, which invest in manufactured housing. So let's take a look at how these companies have performed over the last couple of years. You can kind of compare it and see, like, if your investment would have been better off just owning a house or taking some money and putting it here. And honestly, like, over the last year or so, UMH has been getting trashed. So it's down, what is it down over the last year? Gosh, it's down 14% over the last year. That's why you got to learn how to trade. Because good thing about trading or investing into the stock market is you can make money whether the price goes up or down. You just got to know what you're doing. But let's just talk about the long side or the upside. You would have bought this back in like 2020, like June of 2020. I mean, you would have been able to experience a 100% gain. So I don't know, maybe if you took your down payment that you couldn't really use because you couldn't afford a house back then, or maybe you weren't ready, or maybe you're still saving, you could have made over 100% on that in just a little bit over a year and a half. Or if we're taking a look at Mid-America Apartment Communities, if you're one of those people like, I don't know, Gen X or even a younger boomer, and you would have started investing into this REIT in 2009, your money would have went up 500%. And for most people, your houses will never go up 500%. So this is just an example of something that you can do and get into, still be able to participate in the gains that real estate is experiencing without owning a home or while you wait. And before I go to the third thing that you can do if you can't buy a home, there was something that I skipped over in the first section of what I was actually wanting to talk about here was if you can't buy a home here, just move somewhere else where you'll be happier. Now, for some people, obviously that is not possible. But for a lot of you, do you really have anything that's necessarily like tying you to America that you just 100% absolutely have to be here? Especially if you can't afford the lifestyle of America, why not think about moving somewhere else? So here in the article, we're talking about some of the places that Gen X is moving. So you got Mexico, Portugal, Canada. Canada is even worse when it comes to real estate. So scratch that off the list. Costa Rica, Thailand, Spain, the Philippines, Italy, the UK, just as bad when it comes to real estate. Or France, probably. I don't know. If you know about France, comment below. I don't know about France's real estate market, but those are some of the places that people in Gen X are moving to instead of staying here in America. So if you can't afford living in the mega cities like LA or Chicago or DC or Miami or New York, maybe either consider moving to a smaller town here in the United States, or if you're free and you're available to work remotely, or maybe you just have a worldwide skill set, maybe consider moving abroad. What do you think? And then honestly, like the last thing is not really anything super groundbreaking, but if you can't buy a home right now, the third thing that you should do is just enjoy life. You need to understand that owning a home is being anchored to one place. So if you don't own a home, you have flexibility, you have mobility, you don't have to pay for repairs, you don't have to pay for like landscaping or anything that goes wrong with the home. And you should really enjoy that opportunity right now because a lot of people rush into home ownership and then they find out that it isn't what it was all cracked up to be. I know plenty of millennials that bought a home and they're like, wow, I didn't think about all the extra stuff that I have to pay for, like pest control and lawn maintenance, or even having to buy tools that they have to do stuff around the home, like buying an expensive ladder or riding lawnmower, or all different types of things, or having to deal with an HOA. There are so many things that you have to consider that are not benefits to owning a home, and you just have to be thankful that you don't have to participate in those bad things. I get it. People want to have a home, live somewhere, raise their family. Okay, you can still do that by renting, all right? And of course, you don't get the tax benefits of writing off your interest or whatever. But I've given you some things today to really consider. Get out there and enjoy life because life is short. No one knows when it's going to end. And you're tripping if you're sitting there being all upset about not being able to own a home. So these were just 3 things that you can do right now that is going to improve your lifestyle, improve your money, and get you ready to buy a home, or maybe just make you forget about the whole fact that you're focusing on something that you don't have versus focusing on what you actually do have. Hey, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. As always, please make sure you like this video. Help us get to 2,000 subscribers. Right now, we were able to get to 1,000 subscribers really fast. The next goal is 2,000. So I want you to be a part of it. And I was serious what I said. If you are a t-shirt designer, or maybe you just got a shirt that you want to send me, please let it be new. Okay? We don't want any dirty, old, washed up, sweaty t-shirts. If you have a shirt that you would like to send me, I promise you I'll wear it in one of my upcoming videos. I appreciate your support. I'm Mark Jenkins, a trusted realtor. Deal closed. Peace.